From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Summer-like out there this afternoon, but this morning, jacket weather as low temperatures fell into the upper 40s and lower 50s across mid-Michigan. Of course, we warmed up very nicely. We're sitting at 79 for Lansing, 81 for Howell and Jackson, Adrian, Coldwater both at 82 degrees. Of course, no threat of rain. We are high and dry once again. Closest rain is in portions of Iowa, and that is not moving in our direction. For the overnight hours, things look good once again. The question is, will we form any patchy fog here or there? Odds are low, but you could see a little bit out there. And temperature-wise, we'll end up back in the lower 50s early tomorrow morning, on our way to temperatures back in the mid-80s. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
Mid-Michigan is gearing up to welcome Vice President J.D. Vance to town tomorrow. It's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer.
And I'm Jorma Duran. The VP is scheduled to speak at a metal stamping facility in Howell. The White House says he'll focus on President Donald Trump's tax cuts, which has been a Republican Party priority. 6
News reporter Zach Prees caught up with law enforcement and residents about what this visit means to Livingston County.
Preparations are underway here in Howell at Hatch Stamping, a precision metal stamping facility that Vice President J.D. Vance is set to visit tomorrow, where he'll deliver remarks about President Trump's tax cuts for working families.
I think it's an honor for the city and an honor for our county for him to visit. I mean, I know we have a lot of people that have differing views. I happen to be a supporter. I think he's a very well-intentioned person.
Vance is the latest in a line of prominent political figures to visit Howell. Then President Joe Biden made the trip in 2021, followed by President Trump during his campaign last year. Howell native Tom Kaiser says he's happy to see small towns like his get attention from U.S. leaders.
To me, it shows that our area is important to the politicians. I feel our counties really get a benefit from the Vice President visiting here.
Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy says the Secret Service is partnering with local agencies to make sure things go smoothly. And in light of recent national incidents, they're doing everything they can to keep everybody safe.
We are taking extra precautions, as you mentioned, with the killing of Charlie Kirk, the Minneapolis killing, 3 months ago or whatever that was. That's first and foremost on everybody's mind.
Sheriff Murphy doesn't expect counter-protests, but encourages people to speak their minds, just so long as they stay within the limits of the law.
People can speak their mind, they can gather, they can, if you want to call it a protest, whatever, they can do whatever they want to do, and it doesn't have to turn ugly.
Vice President Vance is scheduled to speak at 11 a.m., according to the Livingston County Republican Party. Here for you in Lansing, for 6 News, I'm Zach Prees.
A 2-vehicle crash ends up killing a 16-year-old girl in Howell Township. Livingston County deputies were dispatched to the intersection of Oak Grove Road and Grove Meadows Boulevard in Howell Township around 10 p.m. last night. Following an investigation, the sheriff's office says the 16-year-old girl was turning onto Oak Grove Road from Grove Meadows when she was hit by a Dodge Charger. The girl was thrown from her vehicle and was pronounced dead at the scene by EMS. The Dodge Charger went off the road and flipped during the crash. The sheriff's office says speed appears to be a contributing factor in the crash.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer's speech today on the discouraging state of Michigan's economy was overshadowed in part by 2 legislative leaders who are still butting heads over the state budget.
Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic reports.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer was upbeat as she urged the legislature to finish the new state budget in time to avert a government shutdown on October 1.
We can still do this on time.
But it was a more somber governor who reflected on the state's lousy economy.
This is a man-made storm of uncertainty that hits Michigan hard.
The governor did not attack by name President Trump for his tariff policies, but pledged to work to change them, as the auto sector is racking up billions of dollars in lost revenue. But it was after her speech when the Senate Democratic leader got into the act and made some news. She accused the House Republicans of coming close to making budget agreements and then, allegedly, pulling back.
We make progress, and then things do not result in actual actions that would get us to the point where we have a budget that we can pass.
Ms. Brink says it's like Lucy pulling that football away from Charlie Brown.
There are promising conversations, and when it comes time to actually put those agreements down and make them firm, those commitments do not happen.
Notice she does not mention House Republican Speaker Matt Hall by name, but he is the only Republican in the room negotiating. For his part, Mr. Speaker says this about all this.
Are you negotiating in good faith?
Yes.
As part of your tough negotiating stance, coming up to the table close to a deal and then backing off, are you doing that, sir?
No. Both sides are negotiating tough, but progress is continuing to be made.
As to how this all works out, stay tuned, as they say. Here for you in Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.
State leaders recognized General Motors at the state capitol earlier today for what they say is the company's role as the state's largest automotive employer and for its lasting impact on the state's economy, workforce, and communities. GM says it employs roughly 50,000 people in Michigan, which includes 28 facilities, 210 dealerships, and more than 1,000 supplier locations across the state. GM also says it has invested more than $2 billion in Lansing facilities over the past decade.
GM was founded in 1908, so that was 117 years ago, and GM has had a manufacturing presence in the Lansing region for that time. So again, it just shows the commitment of General Motors to the region and the state. So General Motors has invested over $2 billion just in the last 10 years, with more investments to come. And we just recently also announced a $4 billion investment in our Orion plant, which again is a Michigan-based plant building cars right here in the great state of Michigan.
The event also featured a ride and drive of GM's products assembled in Michigan and a demonstration of the Chevrolet Silverado EV powering a freezer serving popsicles in front of the Capitol.
The County Road Association of Michigan unveiled its 2025 County Road Investment Plan earlier today. The plan is a comprehensive 83-county review of investment requirements authors say are needed to restore Michigan's county road system, which is the largest road and bridge network in the state.
So we have a licensed, certified Michigan professional engineer. 2 different teams have worked on these over the 4 reports that we did. And to create a report, again, we need to know what the need is out on the roads. If we're going to get back to roads that Michigan residents can be proud of, we need to know how much it costs and what it'll take to get it done.
Michigan's county road agencies are responsible for 75% of Michigan's centerline miles and 52% of the state's bridges.
We're here for you tonight with another reminder to protect yourselves from mosquito bites after a bald eagle and crow tested positive for West Nile virus in Ionia County. West Nile virus is transmitted to humans and animals by mosquito bites. Health officials there say symptoms include fever, headache, body aches, vomiting, diarrhea, or rash. So far this year, the State Health Department reports 17 people have been sickened by West Nile virus. There is no vaccine, medication, or treatment to prevent the virus, and mosquitoes can actively transmit West Nile until temperatures are consistently cold.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, cold weather is something we do not have in the forecast. It's going to be summer-like for several days, and then still kind of late summer-like as temperatures throughout the 6+6 day are going to be above average. Nonetheless, we're talking fall foliage. Check out this shot from Steve, our Picks on 6 pick of the day. Leaves are beginning to change, and to me, it looks like we're going a little ahead of schedule. We typically peak mid to late October here, but we're certainly seeing a lot of color out there, and like Steve just showed us out on Aurelius Road. So make your trips. It's time to head up north soon and check out the fall foliage. If you'd like to upload your weather photos, especially those cool fall foliage pics, head to WLNS.com/share and upload yours. Our high temperature trend, this is what I'm talking about. The red line at the bottom, that's our average high this time of the year. We're in the mid 80s through Thursday, and even as we drop into the mid 70s, that's still going to be well above averages. By next Friday, our average high temperature is down to 70 degrees. That would feel almost cold to us at this point. Our satellite and radar across the U.S. shows a few scattered showers showers and storms here and there, but really no big storm systems out there. The only one of note that I've been watching the past couple of days is this system now moving onshore in portions of Virginia. Had a bit of a circulation and almost an eye there for a while, but Hurricane Center says it shouldn't be too much of an issue other than heavy rainfall, obviously. For us, there is no rain out there. It is very quiet. It stays quiet tonight. Tomorrow morning, maybe some patchy fog. That's about all you should run into. No rainfall out there. Any fog we do see will burn off and leave us with lots of sunshine, beautiful weather. If you're heading to the north, maybe you run into a shower across the UP, northern lower Michigan. We're quiet through Thursday morning. Some question marks on Thursday afternoon. Now, I'm on the dry side of the forecast with it's just not going to get hot enough to generate any pop-up showers or storms. However, if we warm to say 87, 88 degrees, maybe 89, then we may see a couple of showers or storms form. I just don't think we're going to get quite warm enough for that to happen. Temperatures currently 79 Lansing, 80 in Mason, 81 in Howell, Ann Arbor, West Jackson, 80 in Marshall, Skyview Network, lots of sunshine on the McLaren. Cam, here you can see things are mainly still green, so not too much color showing up. Temperature 79 degrees, east winds at 3 miles per hour. Grand Ledge, current temperature at 79, winds are calm, only gusted up to 3 miles per hour today. Humidity a little higher than other locations at 49%, because when you look at the Jackson, Cam, humidity at 31%, much lower. North winds at 6, temperature 81, and we've got blue skies, sunshine at 79 degrees currently in Hillsdale. Tonight's forecast, low temperature drops to 53 with maybe some patchy fog forming. Tomorrow's forecast, sunny skies, highs near 84 by 5 o'clock. The 6-day forecast as we go into the weekend, a few showers and storms Sunday or Monday. High temperatures, upper 70s then, and we cool into the mid 70s for highs most of next week, but lows still in the 50s. It's still very, very pleasant.
Oh.
Yeah. I like heat with no humidity.
Right.
I could take all day. So even today in the 86, bring it on.
This is definitely much cooler feeling than the summer was, where it was so humid.
Well, and it cools off at night, so that just helps a lot.
Really nice.
Yeah, my windows are open.
Yeah,
All right,
good
Dave.
stuff.
Thank you.